Hi, I'm hcastilho and I'm going to show an application of business intelligence developed by me using the QlikView tool. This application simulates some indicators of costs, revenues, and investments for a small business. This is a simple application, not used commercially. Well, in Management Expenses tab we have some charts. The top chart shows the history of company expenses, highlighting in blue the expenses that have been paid and the red color expenses that have not been paid, with their values separately. Clicking in the top right button, we can see the evolution of expenditure with the totals. In the lower left chart, we have the proportion of expenditure by type of expense. For example, at the moment we are analyzing the proportion of paid and unpaid expense. Clicking the cyclical button, we change the dimension of the graph. Now we are seeing the proportion of expenditure installments. And in the lower right chart we have a top 5 higher expense. In the header of the tabs we have the filter fields. We can filter the main applications fields, for example, the amount of data that we want to see. The filter in QlikView works like this. I click and I see the result. Any filter that I make will affect all charts, as we can see. QlikView works with data in memory, so all data are already in the computer's memory. In Analytical Expense tab, have a simple tab that shows the details of each expense. We can sort the data by one of the columns or even filter them by clicking on the data. In the Evolution Billing tab we have the billing history, comparing gross billing in red with net billing in blue. And we have the line which shows the net profit percentage. For example, we can see that in July 2014 the company had a good gross billing, but the net billing were not as good compared to gross billing of that month. Clicking on the top right, we can see the evolution of billing amounts and costs compared to the average of each of them. In the Detailed Billing tab, we have detailed values billing and primary expenditure. We can see in the right chart the most significant primary expenditure for business. In the Investment Plan tab, we have the evolution of the return of investment. The red line represents the values initially designed. The blue line represents the actual values of the return on investment. And the green line represents the return projection of investments recalculated based on actual values to date. Well, this was a simple application that I developed for demonstration purpose only. I hope you enjoyed, and that's all.